everybody, I'm so excited to be coming to you today from our freshly plastered house. It's still a bit of a mess, but we're working with it, and I'm really excited to have the space to film in it. So today is just going to be an everyday kind of yoga flow that you can do. You don't have to think too much about it. It's just going to make you feel good. It's going to offset all the things you've been doing during the day, wring you out a little bit, stretch you out a little bit. So let's get started. You just need yourself and a mat. You're going to start by coming to lie down on your mat. Bring your feet just to the edges of the mat, and then let your knees very gently knock together. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Keep your chin a little bit tucked so that you can stay nice and long through your spine. And take this moment just to take stock of your breath. As you have one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, maybe you can feel that you're breathing more deeply into your belly or into the top of your chest. Or maybe they're equal. Just notice. We're not trying to change anything. Just bring your awareness to your breath and see where it's going. And now you'll begin to direct the breath. So start by breathing into the bottom of your belly. You'll feel your bottom hand lift. And then breathe all the way up into the top of your chest so that your top hand lifts as well. And then as you release, drop your bottom hand to the floor and let your top hand drop later. Again, breathe into the belly, fill the belly all the way up to your chest, even to your clavicle. And then let the belly drop as you press the air out. And let the chest drop too. We'll do two more like that, breathing into the belly. And into the chest, top of the chest. Squeeze out from the belly. And from the chest. And from the top of the chest. Again, into the belly. Full deep breaths, really fill yourself up. Underneath the ribs, to the top of the ribs. Squeeze it out from your belly. Let your ribs drop and the top of your chest drop. And then let your breathing come to normal. Keeping your feet just where they are and your eyes closed, go ahead and just let your knees drop to the left hand side. And then let them drop to the right hand side. Again to the left. And again to the right. Bring them back to center. And now draw your knees into your chest. Hug them in nice and tightly. You can go ahead and blink your eyes open now if you'd like to. You can also keep them closed still if you'd like. And then bring your hands to your knees and just start to draw circles with your knees. So you're kind of massaging the base of your spine and your hips on the mat. So we'll do 4 circles one way. And then we'll change direction and do 4 circles the other way. Make them as big or as small as feels good for you. And then bring your hands just underneath your knees and use your knees to help bring you up. As you get to the top, take a deep breath in and spin your chest open. Let your knees drop out. And then as you exhale, pull your belly button towards your spine. Round through your spine and cross your ankles. Bring your hands to the front of your mat and step your way back into downward facing dog. I'm going to face this way. So just take a few moments to walk through your hips, bending one knee and then the other.
Maybe you can stack one hip on top of the other. That sometimes feels really good. And then find some stillness where you are. As you take an inhale now, you're going to come onto your tiptoes, keeping your upper body in the exact same position as we're going to go for a spinal roll. So tilt yourself up onto your tiptoes, send your hips to the sky. As you exhale, pull your belly button into your spine, create a round through your back, tuck your chin and stack your shoulders over your wrists. When you reach a high plank, breathe in, drop the belly, send your hips back. Come up onto your tiptoes, exhale, belly pulls in, round through the back, tuck your chin, come forward. Tilt the hips, send them back. Let's go again, breathe in, pull the belly in on the exhale, send yourself forward, and back, pull the way back. Last time. And then find some stillness here. Walk your feet towards your hands. Bend at your knees, grab opposite elbows and take ragdoll. Let your head hang very heavy. Maybe give yourself a shake side to side, backwards and forwards. And then release your hands, and as you inhale, start to curl up through your spine. Keeping that bend in your knee as well to find your way up to standing. As you get there, breathe in and reach all the way up. As you bring your hands to the ceiling, you'll grab the opposite elbow with the opposite hand and bring one hand down the spine, just like that. Take an inhale. And then start to pull open the open armpit. You can even send your gaze that way. Breathe in and stretch up. Change sides. Inhale for the length and exhale to open up. Breathe and come back to center, reach up. And as you exhale, take a forward fold. Bring the feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, and bring your hands or your fingertips just in front of your feet. Go ahead and bend your right knee so that it kind of reaches for the elbow, and lift the left hand up. Spinning your chest nice and open to the sky. Drop the left hand, change sides. So left knee moves towards your left elbow, reach up with the right. And then come back down. As you inhale now, send your chest forward and grow very long in your spine. Then drop your hands and step back. Drop your knees to the floor and lower. Hug your elbows in as you do to about a 90-degree angle. Take a small cobra. Send your hips back into down dog. Move your left foot into the center of the mat and inhale your right foot up. Stack the hips open and bend the right knee. Keep the right foot very active and keep pushing into the mat. Keep pressing that right knee up and away from you. Come onto the tiptoes of the left foot and draw the right knee in towards your belly to step it through. Left knee drops, reach up for a lunge. You can also bring your hands to your heart center if you would like. Your choice. Just finding some time to work into this front hip flexor. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the floor, curl the back toe, and step the right foot back. We'll take it to the other side. Right foot into the center of the mat, left foot lifts. Bend the knee and open up through the hip. Remembering to keep the left toes active and not to collapse forward in this down dog. So you're still pressing away from the mat. Curl up onto the right tippy toes, draw the knee in towards the chest, step it through. Right knee drops, take a lunge. Breathe in, come down, frame your foot. Step back, take down dog. Let's go for 2 more spinal rolls. Breathe in, send your hips up. Curl it around on the exhale. Inhale, tilt your pelvis, send your hips back. One more time. Start walking your feet towards your hands, and you want to get your feet to the kind of outside edges of your hands and pointing out a little bit at about a 45-degree angle. Take a yogi squat. Sit nice and deep in your squat. We're really looking for an opening through the center line of the legs here. One more breath, and then you can allow yourself to plop down in a very, very elegant fashion. Extend both legs out in front of you now. Sit really tall and move the flesh from underneath your sit bones. Draw your left knee into your chest and bring it over and across the right leg. Make sure that your left foot is down on the floor. If it's not, just send it forward a bit more. But otherwise, you want it to be as close to you as possible. Bring your left hand just behind you, about 1 hand space. Breathe in and send your right hand to the sky. Take it round and hook the right elbow to the left knee. Inhale for some length. Exhale, we'll take a twist, looking out over the left shoulder. Release. Take it to the other side now, so extend the left leg, draw the right knee in, and bring it over. Remember to keep this foot flat on the floor. Right hand comes behind you, left hand lifts nice and high. Hook the left elbow to the knee. Take a breath in for the length in your spine. As you exhale, send your gaze over your right shoulder. And slowly release. Bring your feet in towards you. We'll take Firelog pose. So you want to bring one of your shins kind of parallel with the edge of your mat. So it's really like straight out in front of you. It's not tucked in. So bring your left shin out in front of you. Stack the right foot on top of the left knee. Allow the right knee to lower. If you're really kind of up here, that's fine. You can just lean back and let gravity start to do the work. Or maybe you can lean back on your left hand and just gently rest the right hand here. But otherwise, if you're here, start to think about drawing your chest forward. As you do, you can start to create an opening through the right hip. So sit up really nice and tall. Take a breath in and reach your hands up. As you exhale, drop your left hand to the floor and reach up and over with the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right hand drops. Back to center. Left hand drops. This time, as you inhale, spin your chest open towards the sky. As you exhale, sweep your hand forward, as far forward as you can. You'll feel your hip coming into play here, so just work with what you've got. Sweep your hand all the way around to the right side. Open up through the chest. Back around on the exhale, sweeping forward. As far forward as you can. Opening up, coming back to center. And hands together at your heart. Take to the other side. So, right shin is very parallel with the edge of the mat. This is feeling very tight, by the way. Just give it a little jiggle to release. So right shin is parallel with the edge of the mat. And then your left foot rests on your right knee. So what you'll find probably is that you're tighter on one side than the other, which is totally normal. Just pay attention to what you're doing in the day. If you're crossing one leg over the other more often, taking the stairs with a favored foot, that will start to show up here. So stack your hips. Again, if you need to sit back, that's fine. Just do that and stay there. Otherwise, sit up nice and tall. Maybe lean your chest forward a little bit. Breathe in and reach your hands up. As you exhale, drop your left hand to the floor and reach open with the right. Inhale back to center, reach up. Right hand drops, open. Inhale up. Left hand drops. This time on the inhale, spin your chest open. And on the exhale, sweep the hand round and forward. Feel what's happening in the hip there. Open up. Exhale, sweep it forward. Feel everything. And open up. Come back to center. And bring your hands together. Release your knees. If you need to, bring your hands underneath your knees to guide them together. Give them a little shimmy shake. And then we'll take a wide-legged forward fold. So bring your feet, just as wide as kind of feels comfortably uncomfortable. And what you want to make sure of is that you're not kind of like sitting back like this. Maybe sit on a block or a blanket or something like that so that your pelvis is tilted forward. So that's definitely the movement that you want. From here, sit really tall and bring your fingers just out in front of you. Start to spider your fingers forward, keeping your chest nice and lifted. Get to wherever you get to, and you feel some stuff opening up here, and just breathe into whatever you're feeling there. If it helps, you can also sway side to side. Again, you will likely feel that one side is a bit more funky than the other. Totally normal. Again, just pay attention to what you're doing every day and try to bring a bit more balance and equality to your movements. When you're feeling more comfortable, you can start to kind of head in a little bit deeper. Maybe not. And maybe sway. And then on your next inhale, walk your fingers back. Bring your hands underneath your knees to guide your knees together. Let me come this way. And then bring your hands to the top of your knees. Let your knees drop open to the side and send your chest open and up. As you exhale, pull your belly button towards your spine. Hold onto your knees as you pull away now. Breathe in and open up. Exhale and curl it round. Breathe in and open up. And then release your knees and curl all the way down. Draw your left knee in. Hug it in nice and tight. And then draw your right knee in. Extend the left out. And then extend both feet out. We'll take savasana now. So you can bring your hands by your sides with your palms facing up. And let your feet fall out to the sides. I invite you as well just to lift each body part and place it down afresh. So you can relieve yourself of any kind of sensations of pinching. Let your breath go and let your mind go. And let yourself become very heavy. Check for tension in your face. Release that space between your eyebrows and the corners of your eyes. And let your teeth gently part. Soak in this heaviness and this stillness. Slowly, slowly now, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bring in some movement. Let your head drop side to side. And then come to curl up on your side in the fetal position. Keep your eyes closed now as you come and find your way to seated. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Take a moment to feel gratitude for the day, for all the good things that are happening in your life, and for all the love that you have. Bring your thumbs to your foreheads. Namaste.